Hello. We are live. Well, hopefully. So for tonight, I'm going to try something a little bit different. Instead of oops, there's a feedback. Instead of coming to you live from my usual tablet display, I guess this is a different tablet display. I'm instead connecting straight to my Android tablet and display the screen directly instead of converting Android tablet into a display tablet. I think you get the point. But my point is that this is basically like not displaying this is not used as like an extended monitor basically. So for tonight we're going to be doing more pick shift sketches. If this is like a bit too all over the place for you, I get it, because you know I just had like 7 p.m. coffee and now I'm kind of like just very alert, like very like full of energy. Suddenly I'm like, come on, let's go, let's do something. Hence why I started the stream early, but also I'm like too excited to properly explain what we're trying to do today. So if you're wondering, our theme for tonight would be the 24th, April 24th theme, which is like, I believe it's supposed to mean hen twin tails, like you're forming twin tails with your hand, so you grab like both sides of your hair and forming twin tails with it. I believe that's what the theme is supposed to be, but you know, my very intelligent ass knows nothing about Japanese. But for now I'm gonna try to look up some references and see if I could find a good character I could use. I'm trying to see if I have any favorite characters of mine that I could do that for. Like, it could be serious, it could be kind of like jokey kind of way. But I guess it would be better if I do actually use I guess a young character, like a teen, a child, because you know, it's much cuter. Or I guess I could also make a grown-ass man do that as well. That works. Hold on. I'm fucking things up. I'm trying to like check my favorite character list and see if there's anyone I could use. I have like even characters from Full Metal Alchemist that I like, but it would be weird for, say, Last to do things, to do like the hand gesture to be making twin tails with their own hair. It just doesn't fit. It would be funny, but out of character. I think at least like when I want to do something, I want it to be in character, you know? It fits their personality for them to be pulling this kind of stunts. I guess the OG Kagura from Gintama also works, because she has that little shit energy, and that could also work. Who else? Yeah, like other than Kagura, I have only a few more characters that could work. Like a few more characters, I guess. Klee could work. Klee from Genshin Impact. But I don't know if Nahida would work. I don't think Nahida is that kind of playful. I mean, what do I know? Hold on. Or I guess I could just use my OCs. So I also don't have to like look up a bunch of references. So there was another game as well that last night that was discussed by me and my friend Forrest last night. There was also like I guess on the younger side, this kind of like gacha anime game doesn't really actually like lay out their ages, so I cannot tell you how old they are, but I suppose they are actually young. Like one of them was I believe named Edgar. I guess I could also like make him be the subject of this sketch. It's like any of this anime game or gacha game or both. Anytime I play this kind of games, if there's any like child character or like pretty like a pretty young character, I'll usually like kind of adopt them. Like, oh, this is my virtual child now. Like Klee, for example, from Genshin Impact. That's like the child that I claim as my own. Doesn't mean I want an actual child, you know, because let's be clear, when people play games and they see children they like, kind of like having like this kind of like instinct to be protective of them or parent them, that doesn't mean that they want actual children, because I don't know, I like the idea of being able to kind of drop the act, like taking a break, you know, what most parents aren't allowed to do, basically. Like, they have to parent 24/7, especially the mothers. I find it hilarious when I see the latest like quote-unquote discussion about how people who claim they don't want children randomly want children now after playing Pragmata. It's like, not really, you know. You can alt F for virtual children, right? I can alt F for Genshin Impact. I can alt F for like this latest game, like Neverness. So Everness, that's the name of the game. I can alt F for that game if I have enough of that children. Like, but you cannot do that to real children. You know, you're not supposed to. That is not nice. That you cannot do that to like real like children. But the idea that people suddenly stop acting like they don't want children anymore after playing a game with a child character, you're delusional. I still don't want children. If I were to be fond or be protective of Diana from Pragmata, it's because she doesn't act like a very annoying brat in real life. I wish people don't like be so disingenuous with their arguments, you know. At least if you're gonna be making an argument, at least make it make sense. And acting like everyone's was like lying or like just being dishonest when they said they don't want kids. No, sorry, early into the stream and I'm already complaining again. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try drawing my own OC if possible. Also, sorry for the lag. If you can feel it. Okay. I think I could try using Lilith instead of like Lucius. actually. Also, I noticed that again, I'm a bit all over the place, so I guess minimal talking tonight. Plus, this is just a sketch. I don't think I need to go through all this like effort to actually explain what I'm trying to do. This is more so like you get to chill and listen to Purple Cat's music. Also, yeah, if you usually wonder what music I'm using, you can check the description. And I usually put it per folder because I like to play like the entire album first, like per album. So you can also check like the duration of the music, so like whatever time you tune in to my stream, you can, I guess, do a little bit of math and do a bit of math in according to the duration of the background music that I put in my description, and then you can listen to it yourself. But other than that, we can focus on the art. I guess, no, not, I can't say complain, because I believe this is mostly because of my tablet being weak. So I can't really complain that my Pixiv Sketch, this like app that I'm using, Pixiv Sketch, I can't complain that it's laggy because there's hold on, let me take a deep breath. The coffee made me worse, I believe. My point is that I don't think I can blame the app for being slow, because there's a big chance that it's my tablet that's lagging because it's too weak to properly support the app. Okay, finally I got the sentence out, Jesus. But other than that, yeah, there's nothing else I can say. There's no other than that. Hopefully my audio has been fine so far. Yeah, there shouldn't be any problem at all. If I've been muted this whole time, well, guess I have to if I've been muted this whole time, then I just need to explain that explain why the background music have been kind of like randomly go up and down in volume. Yeah, I've actually been speaking this whole time, but I've been muted, but the audio ducking still works. get used to like drawing eyebrows like this. Also, yeah, if you see me kind of like randomly pull a line out of where I'm supposed to pull, that's the lag, unfortunately. I cannot control that. Yeah, I should probably get used to actually doing strokes as a way to draw lines, like doing diagonal ones, because doing it like this doesn't make the brows look like brows, you know. But it's like I need some outlines first around the brows to use it as like a guideline. My cat is lying down in the middle of the hall, I guess, door frame area to from our living room to the kitchen, and he's lying there on his side with like his tail occasionally moving. Like he's fully awake. Alright, at least he's alert. Not fully awake, but alert. Trying to sleep, but also trying to be a bit nosy and know what's going on. I think it's a bit, I guess, I don't know, poetic or ironic that, you know, a lot of the cats that I've met and petted or tried to pet all act like cats, right? They're skittish, they're wary, especially stray cats or feral cats. Like they're not friendly towards people at all, so they're not that eager for your hand. But the first cat that I own is a cat that acts more like a dog. Like he doesn't mind belly rubs. He likes to run up to people to sniff them. Like seriously, anytime he is outdoors, right, near our house, he doesn't run far. We don't allow him to run far. As long as he like gets away from like maybe more than 2 houses, we'll carry him home to let him know. But anytime there's like random strangers stopping like their bikes, their cars, even like people just walking by on their like morning walk, he will run to them immediately, tails up and bushy, like he's very happy, very excited, and he would just randomly sniff people's feet. A cat, by the way. Cats don't do that, as far as I'm concerned. Like, friendly or not, stray or not, I have never met a cat that's like eager to like sniff someone's feet to the point like they would run to them with tails up. At least like according to like my own experience, right? So the fact that my first cat, the first cat that I have, is like so friendly is so funny. That he's excited when seeing children as well, because he himself is still young. Like he's still like 9 months old, still a bit far from like adulthood, and he would love to like come up to children and, you know, do the usual like aggressive sniffing. obviously, again, he is orange, so it's like he doesn't behave like the stereotypical cat, the ones that are like, oh, hate people, don't like people, don't like to be touched, will run first thing the moment they see you. He doesn't act like that. He acts a little bit like the stereotypical orange, sure, but like according to what my brother knows, like stereotypes about orange is that they are very social and they know how to get treats and get food from people. It is really funny, actually. But yeah, for him constantly wanting to go outdoors, that's a lot less funny, because I believe he has been bitten by the same male cat twice, and thankfully we have vaccinated him, and I believe there hasn't been any case of rabies in the city that I live in for years. So I don't really need to worry about my little orange getting rabies. Still not nice with to be thinking of, oh, what if my cat gets beaten again, because there is like quite a few stray cats here that one of my neighbors love to feed. I don't know where the male cat go though, the one that beat my cat. You'd think that maybe he thought that, oh, I beat someone else, this is still my territory, no one else took it, or maybe someone took him away. I'm not sure. So if I don't finish my thought, that's because I'm trying to focus. I don't even remember if I thought that I didn't finish, other than saying that the male stray male cat is nowhere to be found. I guess in a way it's good he's not around anymore. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about cats for a bit. The anatomy accuracy would be difficult because, you know, the arms are out of the canvas, so I'm gonna have to like do a lot of guesstimating to even get it right. Even getting a single stroke sometimes is difficult. See, I sort of I did a stroke, but nothing comes out sometimes. But again, I feel like this is limitations on my tablet, and unfortunately I'm also like a very frantic I wanted to say a frantic stroke. Oh fuck, I should probably not say that. Fuck, what would be the right term for that? Or I guess I'll just say that I'm very frantic with drawing lines. Like instead of doing like complete lines, I would doing like very short, repeated lines or strokes that makes it very kind of like jagged, a lot of like jagged lines. And unfortunately for software like Pixiv Sketch here, it would lag it out, I believe. Because if it's not lag, I don't know what else. It can be glitch or bug. I have to make a conscious decision to slow down and be chill. Something felt off. Like one hand is facing inwards, the other is facing outwards. This just looks like the lumpiest finger ever. I need to stop like using my own stop using my own fat fingers as like the reference. God, the unreleased like trapped that feeling of like wanting to sneeze but it doesn't happen is fucking awful. to sneeze again. This is twice in a row. It's agonizing. Forgot to take off the AFK thing again. My bad. Alright, so now we have the pen. 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 Now we have the don't remember how long this took me. Maybe I need to rewind the string to know. Like what, 50-ish minutes? So yeah, 15 minutes. Oh my god. Yeah, now that I'm finished with the drawing itself, there's starting to be a lot of like the little leaders, like just the random like dots like this. Sorry, I need to make sure I didn't write minutes incorrectly. Well, if I can't even write simple words correctly, then I'm not a authentic Chinese. Hold on a second. Yep, I read it wrong. My bad. Because I felt like there's something missing. Turns out that I forgot the proper stroke. So that's one down. Okay, I'm gonna keep. I actually remembered, and I'm gonna keep the AFK thing on because I need to have a bathroom break. So for now, I'm also gonna hide this thing first. How do I do that? Hold on. Yeah, it's hidden now. I just wanna save it for a bit. Just save it and then hold on. It's taking a while to save. I'm gonna save it and then get a new theme. The one we just finished is April 24th theme. We're gonna go to the 25th next. It's taking a while to save. Holy shit. Sorry. I'm usually a bit more patient, but I guess, bathroom break and all. So I'm trying to be quick. Come on. Hold on. Nope, that's today's theme. That's May 9th. That's how far behind I am. May 9th. And it took me almost an hour just to get a sketch done. And I have to frantically swipe with my finger to get to the older themes. My bad. Should have at least tried, like get a sketch or two out instead of, being like, oh, I'm sick, I can't do anything. Wait a second. And I lost it. The app crashed. That's not my fault. Hold on. Yeah, so again with me believing any lag happening on the app is more so on my tablet, like more so my tablet's fault. This is why, like, I'm literally all I'm trying to do is just to check whether or not I understand what the theme is supposed to be. Like, I'm trying to translate it, and then the app crashed and exit on its own. That's just how things go most of the time. This is the theme. I'm just gonna translate it later. I need to run to the bathroom for a second. Hold on. I think the theme is supposed to be penguin, unless I translate it wrong. Might as well, you know, translate it now. Hold on a second. It literally translates to penguin. Also just to avoid talking out of my ass or getting things wrong, I'm also gonna see the replies. Yep, it's all penguins. Okay, thank God. Yep, it's a various drawings and sketches of penguins. There's one that's so cute. Okay. Sorry. For some reason, I ended up browsing people's drawings instead. Oops. My bad. Okay, where is my... Okay. I don't know if you could see it. No, you could not see it. Oh well, it I guess in a way it's good that you can see it. Otherwise, I would have accidentally doxed a bunch of like random artists. I'm pretty sure a lot of them are still like students as well. I'm not gonna dox a bunch of like minors. Okay, we are going to draw penguin, and I do have one penguin in mind. Sorry, penguins. As Benedict Cumberbatch says, penguins or penguins. Ew. What the fuck? Okay, so the penguins I have in mind are, to be honest, it's just one type of penguin. It's pengu, the one that goes nude nude. But for some fucking reason, there's a Bitcoin, there's a crypto coin called fucking pengu as well. Fuck off. You are tainting like the sacred, the fucking sacred meme that is pengu. I guess it's a pingu instead of pengu. Like it's an I instead of E. Jesus, I would have actually riot if the spelling is the exact same. Okay, enough complaining. I want the penguin to do the specific thing, like the penguin's signature move, the nude face. Hold on. Yeah, see, it's in it's in one of the top searches. It literally says like Pingu. I'm not crazy. Okay. I'm gonna find a good frame of that. Oh my god, Pingu's angry face is so funny. There's also like another kind of this not winter. This like cartoon take place in North Pole as well, but it's not penguins. But I can't for the life of me remember what it is. And I believe the characters are silent as well. That's why. If at least with like Pingu, you know the noises like that he likes to make. He or she, I don't know. Pingu. It's a fucking penguin. Wait a second. So comical, holy shit. Okay. Be serious now. Now my question is, how long do I want to draw his beak when he does the nude voice? I believe this cartoon was also Acclamation, I believe. Same vein as Wallace and Gromit, and also Shaun the Sheep. For some reason, Shaun the Sheep felt very uncanny for some reason. And it's supposed to be like wacky and goofy, but sometimes maybe it's like it depends on the airing time. But Courage the Cowardly Dog, Misadventures of Flapjack, those are like actual nightmare fuel. Wallace and Gromit, though, I believe it's also supposed to be more goofy as well. It's mostly it's just like the British version of like Courage, and less horror version, but it's still like, you know, the poor dog has to be running around. Gromit, right? Hold on. Gromit's the doggo who has to like run around taking care of Wallace. Also, if the AFK icon has been on the whole time, no, you did not see it. I want to make this kind of like a old school pencil drawing feel to it. I want to do like messy, uneven color sort of thing. I'm gonna make his snoot a bit longer. Calling it a beak is not funny, so I'm just gonna call it a snoot as if it's a dog. I just pretend this is like a feathery version of that dog with the longest snout. I'm not gonna sing the song, holy shit. My brain randomly went holy shit because like I remembered in an instant I remembered like fucking Markiplier singing it. And it's so cursed, and I do not want to do that. Like he's not even bad at singing now. Motherfucker took vocal lessons, like took some classes to be good at singing. It's just the context that he was singing it in. I think I don't need to like draw a full body. Do I need to do full body? Maybe I could. that one image that I saw. Where is Pingu? Yes, but it says no, motherfucker. I'm such a child. Grown as adult, by the way, pushing 30. Let's see the word motherfucker, and I'm like, like a dumb fuck. Hold on a second. I have to resize this. Should probably be. Actually, never mind. Hold on. Let's probably see if the proportion is similar to the actual Pingu before I proceed. Sorry if you hear a lot of like background sounds. Unfortunately, I cannot control that. Like people just comes out and be noisy as hell, and I cannot tell them to, you know, stop moving. Tell them to cease to exist. Just need to make sure the white part of his okay, I'm just gonna make sure that I know who actually is. I mean, like, you know, you get what I mean. Yeah, it's a he. Okay. Jesus Christ, it's a fucking penguin. Thing should be rounder. Is it rounder? Let's just say like the references aren't actually that consistent, but I feel like it's safer to follow references straight from the actual cartoon itself, like the actual episodes. it's not registered again. We can start coloring now. Okay, I'm gonna have to pick the colors. There's just straight up very goofy frames from the cartoon they're using for their like thumbnail on YouTube. I guess it's just basically reposting, right? Reposting the actual content, but like do they actually do the actual like maybe TV network post it on YouTube or something? Because if not, makes sense that people would just try to post the full thing on their own channel. Yeah, so I need to remember that I'm trying to make it like my usual way, my usual pencil drawing. Color pencil drawing at least. My watercolor paintings are usually worse than this. Like the reason that a lot of my I claim that my pencil drawings, at least like colored ones, look like this because I rarely use colors in my drawings. Like when I draw with pencil, it is just pencil, that 1-2B pencil that people use for their exams. Like if you don't know, my schools here, at least like in Indonesia, it's a huge deal to have like 2B pencils for like exams. And unfortunately also, that was like the only access to pencils that I had. Like there obviously there are like other thickness. Wait, is it actually a thickness or like more so? Yeah, I guess I could just say that. Right, anyway, sorry, just sidetracked for too long, but there was no concept of using like one of those tricks where I kinda circle, kinda do a circular motion when I color something. So if I were to color in my drawings, like it would end up looking like this, like a lot of like whites, like it's not even, the colors aren't even at all. But unfortunately I'm also not surrounded by people who are autistic maybe, but no, not artistic in the slightest. So there's like no advice on anything. Nothing wrong with surrounded by people who are autistic, by the way. I'm just saying there's like no actual adult artists around me when I was younger. Everybody is a joy killer, essentially. No fun is allowed, no art is allowed. Anything that apparently doesn't make a lot of money doesn't thrive here at all. Yeah, hence why, so fucking miserable. I think it was only during high school, like I met an actual art teacher who were good with art, who are actually artistic, because the art teachers when I was like in elementary and middle schools are like being forced to teach arts and crafts to a class of like unruly children, like literal like sport brats. Like, a lot of my classmates were like that, unfortunately. So to continue that misery thing, imagine telling your family like you need some peace and quiet while you stream, and then they proceed to be like, yeah, okay, let me smash and slam everything in the house. Like, you mean maximum noise? Here, let me disrupt your stream and clip your audio while I'm at it. Great fucking family. I think I should try like adding a thicker outline. Let me try. Oh no, hold on. Nope. It's too thin. colors again. The palm rejection is also not that great, so unfortunate. I have to see how long it took me. About 30 minutes. Okay, hopefully this time I don't write minutes wrong again. I swear to God. Now, what kind of Chinese would I be if I can't even write like simple words correctly? I guess I wrote it correctly, but you can't see anything. No, that was incorrect. I put the line a bit too far. Okay, so about 30 minutes. This one is also done. Also, I need to check. Okay, I turned on the time lapse. If I didn't, oof, I would have to edit through. What is it again? I have to edit through my streams. And the thing with like streams is that previously when I tried to make time lapse from this, is that a lot of pauses. There's a lot of pauses, a lot of alt tabs, and the alt tabs will take ages to deal with. It's fucking annoying. And even then, through however many times I've scrubbed through the footage, there's always like one or two that I missed, and that pisses me the fuck off. I hate not being able to be thorough, but then again, with how many times I've like alt tapped, God, it's like I make my past self is making things difficult for my future selves. At this point, like, nah, not again. I'm just gonna do the good old built-in software time-lapse instead of like footage recording. Okay, so the next theme, this one was the April 25th. So now we are going to do the April 26th. I checked the reply, and it seems like a lot of the characters wore hats. So I'm gonna guess the theme itself says hat, because I'm not sure if the Chinese word is correct, but it's usually called 帽子, right? My God, here it is again. My Chinese skills are being tested. Fuck. And before I say anything, yes, this is Japanese. The problem is that sometimes the words that are used for Japanese, for like the words that are used as kanji, as the Japanese version, is the exact same as the Chinese one. So for this one, for this theme, this next theme, I don't know how it's pronounced in Japanese, but I know that these two words specifically, it says 帽子, which means hat or cat, but I don't know how it's pronounced in Japanese, so cut me some slack. Sorry, there was a car passing by. I don't know, Google Translate says boshi. Yeah, it says boshi, but I only know the Chinese version. Okay, hats. Whose hat are we gonna draw? We can do like the usual simple like truckers cap, or like those baseball cap. Or we can also do one of those like summer hat, rice hat, if I want to be racist with my own race. Or a beret, or a bonnet, bonnet. There are a lot of hats. Bonnet, I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, hold on a second. We're gonna sit here. You're gonna stare at the theme. I guess the typical ones that I would use, I would draw is like the summer one. Absolutely not a fedora. Fuck that. Like it triggers. It's like triggers an urge inside me to be kind of like mean to a certain group of people with fedora. So we can skip that. So what is it? What is the hat actually called? Straw hat. Because kind of like the dresses, like the very light dresses you usually wear for summer, or like, you know, you want to be out in the sun and you don't want to wear too thick of a clothing. The dress is usually called a sundress. And I'm trying to find the right term for this kind of like hat that people wear to the beach. It is called straw hats. And but no, we're not gonna draw Luffy. Yeah, what the hell is boonie hat? The fuck is a boonie hat? Oh, okay. It's usually worn either in the military, or I guess when people think they're cute and they wear it while they are out fishing. Do people wear it while they're hiking too? I believe so. But it's called a boonie hat. Oh, there's also a bucket hat. My hat is not exactly turning. Like the gears are a bit jammed right now. There are a lot of cute straw hats. Very cute. Even like the nice like thin bow on the hat. Looks adorable. But then again, as someone who doesn't step out of the house, it's rare for me to see this kind of hats in real life. Jesus. This is gonna be the stream where I just keep exposing myself. What else? There's also a large, like a very, very similar hat to the straw hat, but it's not straw hat. It's usually worn by women back in like the 1960s, but I don't know the name of it. Yeah, so I don't know what it's called. I guess it's kind of like a party hat. It's a formal hat. I'm very confused. Cartwheel, that's a much older one. There's a cool one. It's one of those felt hats. It's called Wei Mao. What era is it from? It's an old one. Dynasty. How old is Tang Dynasty? Like what era? 6. Okay. The year 618. That's the start. That's like the first part of the Tang Dynasty. Okay, so there's a lot of versions. Okay, maybe next time I'll draw this kind of hats, but let's just go with like the typical sun hat or straw hat. I guess you can also like draw a frat boy with a baseball cap, but nah, they usually wear their hats backwards. And there's no point in drawing it if that's the case. Angle of the head because I'm trying to sorry, I didn't finish my thought. It would only be like few references of the head and then the rest would just be my imagination, so I need to find an angle of the head that fits what idea I have in my head. I think the hand is too high up. Yeah, it's a bit too off to the side. To move it a little. The head is too small. I just noticed. My bad. Yeah, oh shit, it would look weird. The hand is like way too small. Okay, just make it a bit smaller, and then we also gotta make the head bigger. Actually, okay, I'm a dumbass. Never mind, ignore this. Then you didn't see any of this. No, pretend the AFK icon is still on and just stare at that instead. I want her to. I want this person, this random person, to be looking kind of. What am I trying to say? I want her head to be tilted up a little. Trying to, fight against the wind blowing her head away. if the timelapse is also on. Yes. Okay, hold on, back to the drawing. It's a bit low, like the angle of the hand is not right. I should just make her like kind of hold the head from the side instead of like from the front, or like a 45-degree angle, because my brain cannot compute. It still looks weird. Unfortunate. I think I'm gonna try this method. My cat is lying down with his tail lightly wagging again. Oh, it's not wagging, I guess, just moving very, very slowly. Wagging would imply it's a lot faster. Also, yeah, let me just take a sip of my drink. It's very awkward for some reason. I just I have this idea in my mind. But I think I have like several pose ideas at the same time, so it ended up not translating well when I draw it, because I think it ends up like looking like became like an amalgam. now I suddenly get it, I guess, better in one go after like struggling for several attempts in a row. I don't know why this is a thing. Sorry, I think I'm having like I'm about to have like a mental breakdown soon, because like this is so annoying to deal with. Like the one time I got it right, the one time I finally get it right is like unexplainable. Like, obviously it still needs some correction, but you get the point. Like the first few time I try to be like anatomically correct ends up like being shit. It's like an alien's attempt at making human limbs, like mimicking human limbs. That's I get it. Okay, hold on. If I want to focus more on like the pinky and the ring finger here, should probably make sure like the middle finger and the index finger are a bit more hidden. If I could do kind of like very heavily shaded look, and by that I just mean like, you know, being covered by the head, making half her face a bit darker. Also, yeah, I figured now it's best that I avoid coloring things for now, because, you know, it's supposed to be sketches other than like the Pingu one. The rest should be more of a black and white, because truthfully speaking, it takes a lot longer. Plus, this is also a good chance for me to, oh my god, my back. It's also a good chance for me to practice value, like grayscale shading, grayscale rendering, so I can learn more about like I can be more accurate. I can learn more and also be better. You know, both works. Oops. Oh yeah, and not just like learning grayscale, but also kind of more mimicking like old school pencil drawing techniques of like shading what you need to shade, render like what you need to render, and then if you think it's a bit too dark or this part is supposed to be for highlights, then you can use like a new razor to erase it. Oops, accidentally moved my tablet. But yeah, just using it as like an actual opportunity to learn, yeah, and actual practice. think it's a bit too late to point out the fact that I may have I guess felt like I'm trying this is supposed to kind of highlight the hat, but I'm not exactly doing that. Oops. That's enough. My shoulder is starting to hurt because I've been stuck at a certain pose for a while. Have to look back at my streams again. Look at this stream again to see how long it took me to finish this particular sketch. I think I drew on the wrong layer. Yep. Hold on a second. I'm gonna look back and see how long this one took me. Oh shit, it's a lot longer. Oops. It's like about an hour. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, unfortunate. Took me longer this time. I know the AFK icon is on, so I'm just gonna keep it on because we are going to stop here. We only finished 3 sketches, but it's okay. I was afraid that this stream would not would not look good because I was broadcasting live from my tablet's display. Like this is not connected to my PC as a second monitor, but I don't think anything went wrong. Yeah, I think everything's fine. But again, I'm gonna stop here and should be able to stream again next Wednesday if I don't get sick. Hopefully not. Like I last time I had like back-to-back I guess illnesses. It's not even really illnesses. Like I had like 2 days worth of headache and then like 3 to 4 days worth of like upset stomach because I'm getting older. My stomach is getting more and more delicate for some reason. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again. I cannot deal with that. I don't like not drawing at all. Like for like a whole ass week. But yeah, I guess thank you for stopping by, and I would like to see you guys again next Wednesday. And if you're watching like the VOD till the very end, I don't know why you're doing this, but I guess thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, that's all I have for tonight. Yeah, till next Wednesday, and goodbye.